Unveiling the secrets of Noah's Ark. A journey into the unknown. Welcome, curious minds, to the ultimate exploration of one of the greatest enigmas in history, Noah's Ark. Beyond the biblical narrative lies a treasure trove of secrets, from its vast dimensions to the ingenious design that could have kept it afloat. Join us as we embark on this captivating journey into the unknown. The story of Noah's Ark, as told in the Bible, is a captivating tale of faith, courage, and divine intervention. In the face of a world consumed by corruption, Noah, a righteous man chosen by God, set about constructing an enormous vessel to preserve himself, his family, and a multitude of living creatures from the wrath of a great flood. However, the Ark's role as a vessel of salvation is only part of its enigmatic allure. There are numerous intriguing questions surrounding its very design and construction that have fascinated scholars, adventurers, and dreamers for centuries. The first pressing question concerns the Ark's dimensions. According to Genesis, the Ark was to be 300 cubits long, 50 cubits wide, and 30 cubits high. Translating these ancient measurements to modern standards yields a vessel of truly gargantuan proportions. 300 cubits equates to roughly 450 feet, while 50 and 30 cubits translate to approximately 75 and 45 feet respectively. If these dimensions are accurate, the Ark would have been a floating giant, capable of carrying an astonishing number of animal species and enough provisions to sustain life for an extended period. Yet the question remains, how could such a massive structure have been built with the rudimentary technology and resources available at the time? Deconstructing the Ark's dimensions raises further complexities. The biblical account doesn't specify the type of cubit used, leading to some debate. The most commonly accepted theory is that it refers to the ancient Egyptian cubit, which measured around 18 inches. If true, it would bring the Ark's dimensions down slightly, though it would still be an impressive feat of engineering. Moving on to the Ark's materials, the Bible offers another tantalizing clue: gopher wood. This elusive material has sparked endless speculation. Traditional interpretations suggest a type of sturdy resinous wood highly resistant to decay and water damage, ideal for ships. However, there is no widely accepted theory regarding the exact species of gopher wood, leaving room for diverse interpretations and theories. Some researchers even speculate that gopher wood wasn't a type of wood at all, but rather a resin or bitumen used as a sealant for the Ark's construction. But even if we had the perfect wood, building an Ark of this magnitude would require a workforce and time frame that are difficult to comprehend. So how exactly would ancient builders have constructed such a massive vessel without modern tools or technology? One theory posits that the Ark was constructed using massive pre-cut stone blocks, a technique employed in ancient civilizations like Egypt and Mesopotamia. These blocks, quarried and shaped beforehand, would have been lifted and arranged to form the Ark's hull. Another intriguing hypothesis suggests that the Ark's construction involved a lattice framework of wood or reeds, a method more akin to traditional boat building. This internal skeleton would then be coated with layers of gopher wood or resin to provide the necessary waterproofing. The Ark's construction techniques are intrinsically linked to its dimensions. If the Ark was indeed built using large stones, it raises questions about the logistics of moving and lifting such heavy materials. How were these stones transported to the construction site? What mechanisms were used to hoist them into place? Did they employ ramps, levers, or other devices yet to be discovered? Similarly, if a lattice framework was used, the question shifts to how such a large structure could be stabilized and made watertight. As we continue to delve into the mysteries surrounding Noah's Ark, we must also consider the immense logistical challenges associated with its construction. Building a vessel of this scale would have been a monumental task, requiring meticulous planning, coordination, and resource management. But perhaps the most compelling aspect of the Ark's design is its intended purpose. A vessel crafted to endure the fury of a global flood and emerge unscathed. It was designed to carry 2 of every animal species, enough food and water to sustain life and withstand the test of time. Exploring the Ark's interior reveals a labyrinth of complexity. The biblical narrative indicates the Ark would have had multiple decks, each serving a distinct purpose. The bottom deck was likely designated for the storage of food and supplies, while the middle deck may have housed the animals. The top deck could have been reserved for Noah, his family, and perhaps a small contingent of skilled workers essential for managing the Ark's operations. Given the sheer number of animals on board, it's possible that different types of creatures would have been segregated to prevent potential conflicts. Herbivores might have been kept separate from carnivores, while predators could have been confined to specially designed compartments to ensure the safety of both the animals and the humans on board. But how would these animals have coped with the confines of such a small space for an extended period? The question of animal welfare on Noah's Ark raises several intriguing considerations. How would they have managed waste disposal, food preservation, and the delivery of fresh water? The Ark's interior would have likely featured a sophisticated system of ventilation shafts to maintain air quality, along with mechanisms to regulate temperature and humidity. Food would need to be stored in a way that ensured its safety and longevity during the entire duration of the flood. Water, a critical resource, would need to be carefully managed, potentially utilizing containers or pipes to distribute it throughout the vessel. Waste management, too, would have been a pressing concern. Perhaps designated areas within the Ark were set aside for waste disposal, necessitating a system for its containment and eventual removal after the flood. Speaking of waste, the human inhabitants of the Ark would also need to address their own waste. So how would these wastes have been dealt with in such a confined space? The answer likely lies in a combination of designated areas for waste disposal, potentially using containers or pits, and a system for managing and containing the waste until it could be safely dealt with. The human inhabitants of the Ark would also need to contend with the day-to-day realities of living in such close proximity to countless animals. This raises questions about how they would have maintained order and hygiene amidst the cacophony of sounds, smells, and potential dangers posed by the animals. Noise control, personal hygiene, and the prevention of disease outbreaks would have been critical aspects of life on board the Ark. Maintaining cleanliness and sanitation would be crucial to prevent the spread of disease and infection, particularly in such close quarters. As we continue to unravel the complexities of life on Noah's Ark, it's important to consider how its inhabitants would have navigated the challenges of waste management, food and water supply, and overall survival. The Ark wasn't merely a vessel for transportation, it was a self-sustaining ecosystem designed to keep its inhabitants alive through an extended period of isolation and confinement. But the story of the Ark doesn't end with its construction or the challenges of daily living. Its voyage was fraught with perils of its own. How did the Ark actually navigate the tumultuous waters of the flood? The biblical narrative provides glimpses of the Ark's journey, but many aspects remain shrouded in mystery. How did the crew on board steer the vessel? How did they cope with the relentless waves and winds? And what challenges did they face as they sought to chart a course through the raging seas? Navigating the floodwaters would have been a formidable challenge, requiring advanced knowledge of the surrounding environment. Did they use celestial navigation, studying the patterns of stars and constellations to determine direction? Or did they rely on other methods such as following landmarks or using rudimentary instruments to gauge their position? Understanding how the Ark stayed afloat is equally crucial. The vessel's stability and buoyancy would have been paramount to its success. The Ark's center of gravity would play a pivotal role in maintaining its balance, with the distribution of weight, both human and animal, being carefully considered. Additionally, the Ark's shape and construction would influence its ability to displace water, impacting its overall stability. The Ark's journey would have been a perilous adventure, much like any seafaring expedition. Storms, high waves, and unpredictable weather conditions would have tested the vessel's strength and the endurance of those on board. The relentless pounding of the waves against the Ark's hull could have caused structural stress, raising questions about how the shipbuilders addressed issues like water leakage and repairs. Moreover, the voyage would have been marked by the constant threat of debris and floating wreckage, posing potential hazards to the Ark's integrity. Navigating these treacherous waters would have been a testament to the skill and resilience of those who sailed it. While the Bible offers a narrative of the Ark's survival, envisioning the vessel's journey through the flood highlights the numerous challenges and potential threats that lay ahead. Finally, let's discuss the search for the Ark. Even today, explorers and scientists hunt for remnants of the Ark believed to rest on Mount Ararat. Numerous expeditions have claimed to have found fragments of wood, purportedly from the Ark, but none have produced conclusive evidence. The Ark's timbers, if they do exist, could provide invaluable insights into its construction and purpose. Scientists could analyze the wood's characteristics, helping us better understand the materials used in its construction. Additionally, Examining the wood's chemical composition could reveal traces of ancient resins or treatments, shedding light on the techniques employed to make the Ark waterproof. Further, analyzing the wood's growth rings could help establish its age at the time of the flood, providing valuable context for understanding its historical significance. Despite the ongoing search, the Ark remains elusive, its whereabouts still a mystery. However, the quest itself continues to captivate our imagination, driving us to explore the boundaries of possibility and deepen our understanding of one of history's most enduring tales. Noah's Ark remains a beacon of curiosity and wonder, captivating our imaginations and inspiring countless stories, films, and works of art. While the true extent of its capabilities may forever remain shrouded in mystery, the very fact that such a vessel once roamed the Earth's waters serves as a reminder of humanity's capacity for innovation and resilience. Whether viewed through the lens of faith or as a testament to human ingenuity, Noah's Ark continues to resonate across generations, reminding us of our enduring fascination with the unknown and our unyielding quest to understand the mysteries that surround us. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the unknown as we uncover the secrets of Noah's Ark. We hope you've enjoyed exploring the dimensions, construction, voyage, and search for this legendary vessel. If you're eager to continue your journey of discovery, we invite you to subscribe for more captivating explorations into the mysteries of our world.